Thank you,
We give
Jesus.
you all the glory.
We worship you, Lord
You deserve all our
Jesus.
praise.
You are worthy,
There is
you
none
are
like
praised, O
you. There is
God.
none to
We
compare
bless
with
your
you.
name.
You are the living word. Thank you,
We
Jesus.
worship your name, Jesus.
Alpha, my beginning, Omega, my very end. You are worthy to be praised. Only you, singing Alpha, Alpha, my beginning, Omega, my very end. You are worthy, Lord. You are worthy to be praised. Only you, Lord. Only you. Sing Alpha. You're my beginning. Omega. My very end. You are worthy, Lord. You are worthy to be praised. Only you, Lord. Only you. Sing only you. Only you. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. Only you, Lord. Only you. And no one else can take your place. Only you, Lord. Only you. We'll always give you praise. Only you, Lord. Only you, Lord. Sing only you, Jesus. Only you, Lord. Only you. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. Only you, Lord. Only you. And at the center of it all, it's you that I see. It's you that I see. Oh, at the center of it all, at the center of it all, it's you, Lord. It's you that I see. It's you that I see. It's you that I see. There is power in your name. There is power in your name. Oh, Jesus, miracles happen in your name. Oh, Jésù. Ayé mi ọba lágùn o. Jésù. Ẹ̀mí mi ń fògo fún ọ o. Jésù. Ọba tó ní mí o. Ọba tó ní mí tó dá mi tó mọ̀ mí o. Ẹ̀yin lọ́ba tó ní mí o. Ọba tó ní mí tó dá mi tó mọ̀ mí. Ẹ̀yin ló ní mí tó dá mi tó mọ̀ mí o. Ọba tó ní mí o. Ọba tó ní mí tó dá mi tó mọ̀ mí o. Ọba tó ní mí o. Ọba tó ní mí tó dá mi tó mọ̀ mí o. Ọba tó ní mí. Ọba tó ní mí tó dá mi tó mọ̀ mí o. Hallelujah. Let's put our hands together for the King of Kings. You are worthy, Lord. You are God from beginning to the end. There's no place for argument. You are God all by yourself. You are God, oh. You are God.
From beginning to the end, there's no place for argument.
You are God,
You are God all by yourself.
Say you are God, oh. You are God.
From beginning to the end, there's no place for argument.
You are God,
You
oh.
are God all by yourself.
And you've got time, say you've got time and seasons in your hand. Oh Lord, you come for light out of darkness. You don't need a man, you don't need a man to be the God you are. Hey, but you have chosen
To call me your own.
say you are God. You are God
From beginning to the end, there's no place for argument. You are God all by yourself.
You are God,
From beginning to the end, there's no place for argument. You are God all by yourself.
Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful day. Day I will never forget. After I wandered in darkness away, Jesus, my Savior, I met. Oh, what a tender, compassionate friend. He met the needs of my heart. Shadows dispelling with joy, I am telling. He made all my darkness depart. Heaven,
Heaven came down and glory filled my soul.
when at the cross,
When on the cross, my Savior made me whole.
Hallelujah,
My sins were washed away, and my night was on today. Heaven came down and glory filled my soul.
Heaven came down and glory filled my soul.
Heaven came down and glory filled my soul.
When at the cross, say,
When on the cross, my Savior made me whole.
my sins were washed.
My sins were washed away, and my night was done today. Heaven came down and glory filled my soul.
We say you are marvelous, yeah. Jesus is marvelous. He's worthy to be praised. The a pè.
Tó fi iná dáhùn, ọba lẹ ó máa jẹ́.
Ọba tí a pè.
Tó fi iná dáhùn, ọba lẹ ó máa jẹ́.
Ọ̀yá mímọ́ l'Olúwa o.
Mímọ́,
Elédùmarè.
mímọ́,
Arúgbó ọjọ́.
mímọ́,
Àdàgbà má pààrọ̀ òye o.
mímọ́,
Mímọ́ l'Olúwa o.
mímọ́,
Elédùmarè o.
mímọ́,
Arúgbó ọjọ́.
mímọ́,
Àdàgbà má pààrọ̀ òye o.
mímọ́,
Àgbààgbà mẹ́rìnlélógún.
mímọ́,
Orígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin ayé o.
mímọ́,
Àtòkè àtilẹ̀.
mímọ́,
Ṣé ni wọ́n ń ké tọ̀ntàn o?
mímọ́,
Ta ni yóò gorí òkè Olúwa?
mímọ́.
Tàbí yóò dúró níbẹ̀ o? Àti àyàwó o. Mímọ́ l'Olúwa. Mímọ́ o, mímọ́. Mímọ́, mímọ́ o, mímọ́. Mímọ́ funfun nẹ́nẹ́ ni o. Holy are you, Lord. All creation, they call you God. You are worthy, say, it's your name. And we worship you, we worship your majesty. Awesome God,
Awesome God,
how great thou art. You are God, you are God. Mighty are your miracles. Standing on your holy name. And Lord, we bow. Kábíyèsí rẹ̀ Olúwa, ọba tó fi mọ́lẹ̀ ṣaṣọ́bọra. Kábíyèsí rẹ̀ Olúwa, ọba tó fi mọ́lẹ̀ ṣaṣọ́bọra. Ó fi mọ́lẹ̀ ṣaṣọ́bọra. Ó fi mọ́lẹ̀ ṣaṣọ́bọra. Ó fi mọ́lẹ̀ ṣaṣọ́bọra. Ó fi mọ́lẹ̀ ṣaṣọ́bọra. Kí ló fi ṣaṣọ́bọra? Kábíyèsí rẹ̀ bàbá.
Ọba tó fi mọ́lẹ̀ ṣaṣọ́bọra.
Kábíyèsí rẹ̀ Olúwa.
Kábíyèsí rẹ̀ Olúwa. Ọba tó fi mọ́lẹ̀ ṣaṣọ́bọra.
Ó yá kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí ọba àwọn ọba. Ọlọ́run mímọ́, Ọlọ́run ògo. Ọba tó ń jẹ́ èmi ni máa ṣe bẹ̀rù. Ìwé ẹ̀yà Júdà. Mo ní kábíyèsí o. Ọlọ́run wa ẹ máa ṣe o. Ọba mímọ́ ẹ máa ṣe o. Àwọn wájú ará ohun tí ẹ ṣe. Àtiwá ìbò àríṣẹ́ ọwọ́ rẹ̀. Ó kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí o. Ọba mímọ́ ẹ máa ṣe o. Ọlọ́run wa ẹ máa ṣe o. Ọba mímọ́ ẹ máa ṣe o. Ọba tó ń ṣoore fún ni láì wọbẹ̀. Mo wá yàn o. Bàbá, ìwọ ló ń ṣoore fẹ́ni tí ò mọyì. Mo gbọ́ ṣùgbọ́n fún ọ, bàbá
Ọba tó ṣoore fún mi láì wo bẹ̀, mo wá yàn ó bàbá. Ìwọ ló ń ṣoore fẹ́ni tí ò mọyì, mo bá ṣùgbọ́n fún ọ bàbá.
Ọba tó ń ṣoore fún ni láì wọbẹ̀ o. Mo wá yàn o, bàbá. Ìwọ ló ń ṣoore fẹ́ni tí ò mọyì. Mo gbọ́ ṣùgbọ́n
mọ yìí, mo gbóṣùbà fún ọ bàbá.
I have a God who never fails. I have a God who never fails. I have a God who never fails. Who never fails. Who never fails. Forevermore. What about you?
I have a God who never fails.
I have a God
who never fails.
I have a God
who never fails. Who never fails. Who never fails. Forevermore.
Amen. Jesus never fails. Amen. Jesus never fails. Amen. My Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Forevermore. Amen.
Amen. Jesus never fails. Amen. Jesus never fails. Amen. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Forevermore.
Amen. Amen. Blessings and glory. Wisdom, thanksgiving, and honor, power and might.
Power and might.
Be unto the
Be unto
Lord
the Lord
forever,
forever and ever.
Amen.
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 us pray for the royal diadem and crowning Lord of all. Pray for the royal diadem and crowning Lord of all.
We all are saying, you are worthy, oh Lord. You are worthy, Lord.
You are worthy, oh Lord.
We all are saying,
You are worthy, oh
you are
Lord.
worthy, worthy, worthy,
You are
oh
worthy, oh Lord.
We all are saying, Baba.
You are worthy, oh Lord.
You are worthy, Lord.
Oh Lord.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Amen and amen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining us from. This is Prayer Tonic, a family where we come together to pray and where prayers are answered. And I pray all our prayers will be answered today in the mighty name of Jesus. To all our family on Facebook, I welcome you onto today's Prayer Tonic. God bless you as you tune in into today's word of declaration. The first word of declaration, as we always do on Prayer Tonic, we want to thank God for his mercy and for all that he has done for us. It says, thank you, Father, for making us to see this brand new day in joy and good health. We bless you, Jehovah, for the gift of life. Lord, we want to say thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for counting us worthy to be able to come together in Jesus' name. It says, beloved, the Lord will connect you and your destiny helpers. You will fulfill your destiny in the mighty name of Jesus. The Almighty God will connect us to our destiny helpers in the mighty name of Jesus. The Lord will uphold you with his right hand of righteousness. He will keep, sustain, protect, defend you and all your loved ones in the mighty name of Jesus. And so shall it be in Jesus' mighty name. The good shepherd will protect you and all yours from all evil. Bad news shall not come, shall be far from your home, and your daily provision for this year and beyond shall be divinely secured in the mighty name of Jesus. And so shall it be in Jesus' mighty name. Your testimony shall last forever. Amen. Power to survive every storm of life shall rest upon you, and the name of the Lord shall be glorified in your life, in my life, in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Your destiny is extraordinarily important to you and also to the Almighty God. The Lord God shall highly favor you to beat your competitors and contenders in Jesus' mighty name. And so shall it be in Jesus' precious and mighty name. Amen. The word for us today says the testimony of can this be true is locating each and every one of us and our family this season in the mighty name of Jesus. God's blessing shall find its way into our lives this day, and our breakthrough will manifest in Jesus' mighty name. Amen and amen. It is time for us to testify, and I pray our testimonies will be permanent in Jesus' mighty name. These words of declaration are always available on the Facebook page of our father-in-law, Pastor Jay, on his Facebook page, on his Twitter page, on his YouTube page, and on his Instagram page. It is time for us to key into today's word, and as our pastor will be leading us, and as you'll be praying, I pray that God will bless each and every one of us in Jesus' precious name. Amen and amen. Over to you, Pastor.
Praise the Lord, somebody.
Hallelujah.
I'd like to thank everyone that has come together to put this program together. I'd like to sincerely appreciate my pastor, Pastor Jay, for the enablement and the courage that he has summoned together to gather everyone together. It's a great privilege to be part of this meeting. It is my prayer that this meeting, this prayer meeting, will not be in vain in our lives in the mighty name of Jesus. I am praying for somebody with a loud amen, that the testimony that you are expecting, expected testimony and unexpected testimony, will be your portion in Jesus' name. I pray for our pastor, Pastor Jade. The Bible says that as they grow, they go from strength to strength that appears in Zion. I pray for him that the Lord will renew his strength. Pastor Jade, you will grow from strength to strength in Jesus' name. And as many that have been part of this meeting, your strength will not fail you. You will not be discouraged in the name of Jesus. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we want to say thank you. Jehovah will bless your name. We thank you because you are God. We thank you, Almighty God, for this program that you have put together through our pastor, Pastor Juan. We thank you for the beginning, the day one, up to the 15th day of this program. Lord, please accept our thanks in the name of Jesus. Lord, we ask and we pray that as we go into your word briefly and pray, you will send your word to us. Your word today will meet us at the very point of our needs. And as this word will be coming out, Jehovah God, let it come with power. Let it come with fire in the name of Jesus. Thank you, our Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Of course, our anchor scripture for this program is Leviticus 16. I take it from 7 to 10. Leviticus 16, 7 to 10. And the Bible says, and he shall take the two goats and present them before the Lord at the door. Take note of that word, at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron shall cast lots upon the two goats. Take note of that word again, lots upon the two goats. One lot for the Lord and the other lots for the scapegoats. And Aaron shall bring the goats upon which the lost lot fell, and offer him for a sin offering. But the goats on which the lot fell to be the scapegoats shall be presented alive before the Lord, to make an atonement with him and to let him go for a scapegoat into the wilderness. Take note of that word again, the last word, wilderness. Praise the name of the Lord. Can you hear me, please? Encourage me by saying yes.
Yes.
I hope you can hear me. All right.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Now, when you look at the first verse, it talks about the door, and he shall take the two goats and present them before the Lord at the door. Now, I want to focus on the door at this segment of the program. Now, what is a door? It's a place where people enter through to inside or other places. Now, let's look at the door in the spirit realm. The door is a spiritual place. It's a place of contact, it's a place of meeting. It's a place where 2 or 3 people met. It's a place where decisions are made. It is a place where destiny can be altered or destroyed. It is a spiritual place. It is a place where destiny can be transformed, either to good or to the bad. Everything about life has to do with door. If the door of a particular thing is not open unto you, you can't gain access to that thing. For example, you want to get married, you want a good woman, a good man. It is not a function of beauty, neither is it a function of money, but it's a function of open door. I pray for somebody under the sound of my voice. May the Lord open the door for you in the name of Jesus. Now, the Bible told us concerning Rachel in Genesis 30. He said, and the Lord opened the womb of Rachel, and Rachel conceived. So you want a child. There is a Rachel in your house. Listen to me. The Lord will open the door of your womb in the mighty name of Jesus. Now, when you read 1 Corinthians chapter 16 and verse 9, 1 Corinthians 16, the Bible says, for a great door and effectual is open unto me, and there are many adversaries. So a door is a place of adversary. Who are the adversary? They are your opponents. They are the people that oppose you. Can you please join me in prayer this afternoon and say, my Father, arise, arise, and contend with every adversary of my open door. In the name of Jesus, Jehovah, arise. For my sake today, arise. Contend with every enemies of my open doors. In the name of Jesus. I don't know if anybody's praying this prayer. There are adversaries. They are opponents. They are people that oppose you. If they happen to be at the door of your breakthrough, they will oppose you. Jehovah, arise. Contend right here, right now, to every adversary at the door of my breakthrough. In the name of Jesus. Jehovah, contend. Lord, contend with them in the name of Jesus. Who are these adversary? They are the people that jealous you. They envy you. They jealous you. They don't just like your face. May the Lord deal with them in the mighty name of Jesus. Who are these people at this door that you need to engage with? They are the people fighting your destiny. They are the people that does not want you to fulfill destiny. Say, my Father, In the name of Jesus, arise and fight everything fighting my destiny. My Father and my God, arise for my sake. Fight everything fighting my destiny. In the mighty name of Jesus, mighty God and everlasting Father, arise. Fight everything fighting my destiny. Everything, every power, every principalities, every household wickedness, everything fighting my destiny. Jehovah, arise. Fight them. Fight them. Fight everything fighting my destiny. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. In Jesus' name we pray. I don't know if you have your anointing oil. For the section that I'll be taking with you, brethren, can I create your indulgence? I'd like you all to have an anointing oil. As you are praying, I want to be praying on that anointing oil. And there'll be a time I will tell you, anoint yourself before you take this prayer. So that's how we are going to roll in this section and this segment of the prayer. Do you have your anointing? Can you please anoint yourself? Just anoint yourself at your comfort zone there. Now, what happens in the door? The door is a place of opportunity. It's a place of opportunity where opportunity can be grabbed. Once the door is open, you move in and you secure your opportunity. But I discover and I realize that a lot of people have lost that opportunity. They have lost good things. I want to cry to God and say, my Father, any good opportunity I have lost in life, any good thing I have lost in the day, any good things I have lost in the night, any good things I have lost in my dream, Jehovah, in the name of Jesus, let there be restoration now. Oh, let there be restoration. Every opportunity I have lost, every good things I have lost in the day, every good thing I have lost in the night, every good thing I have lost in my dream, Father, restore them back for me. Jehovah, let there be restoration. Rabo Shikaya Bakasandaya. Jehovah, every good thing I have lost, every good thing I have lost in the day, in the dream, at night, Father, please let there be restoration. Let there be restoration. Every good thing that I've lost, every opportunity that have been stolen in the door of my breakthrough, Father, restore them now. Restore them now. Let there be restoration. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father and my God. In Jesus' name we pray. Now, this door that we're focused on here, that we are focusing on here, is a place where good things happens to man. And it is also a place where people pursue people away from their good things. They pursue them from their inheritance. That is the door of breakthrough. Say, my Father, every power that is pursuing good things from me, leave me alone now. In the name of Jesus, I silence you. In the name of Jesus, every power pursuing good things away from my life, every power chasing away good things from me, in the name of Jesus, lose your hold over my life. In the name of Jesus, every satanic power pursuing good things far away from me, let that power be silenced today. In the name of Jesus, every power pursuing good thing, precious thing away from me that did not allow good things to reach me, I destroy you today. I silence you today. In the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. In Jesus' name we pray. That door is the place you enter and you move to your next level. It is the place that ushers you into your next level. And I'm praying for somebody under the sound of my voice. You will move into your next level. In the name of Jesus. Say, my Father, every power that is fighting my next level, that is fighting what the Lord has blessed me with, leave me alone. Be wasted. Be wasted. Be wasted. In the name of Jesus. Every power fighting my next level. Every power fighting what the Lord has blessed me with, I destroy you today. Be wasted. Be wasted. be wasted, be wasted. In the name of Jesus, yes, let that power be wasted. Every satanic power fighting my next level, fighting all the good things that the Lord has given unto me, including my children, my business. I waste you today. I waste you today. I waste you today. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Brethren, at that door, it is a place where I told you opportunity could be taken. Good things can be taken. Destiny can be redesigned at the door of breakthrough. That's why you find yourself struggling, and your struggling did not commensurate with your blessing and your earnings. Join me and cry to God this afternoon and say, my Father, I break every yoke of suffering and laboring without results over my life. Every yoke of suffering and laboring, I break you. I break that yoke of laboring and suffering over my life without result. Let that yoke be broken. Let that yoke be broken. Yoke of suffering and laboring without results over my life, over my business. I break you right now. I break you right now. I break you right now. In the name of Jesus, I break you right now. Every yoke of laboring and suffering without result be broken over my life. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Listen to me. It must not be hard before it is good for me. I want you to type that. It must not be hard before it is good for me. It mustn't be hard. I must not go through hardship before things are good for me. It must not be hard before it is good for me. It must not be hard. Declare it. Declare it. It must not be hard before it is good for me. In life, it must not be hard before it is good for me. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Say, my Father, I break away from whatever is making me to struggle again and again before achieving result. I break away from you. I break away from whatever is making me, oh God, to struggle and struggle again and again before achieving result. Some don't struggle and struggle, but they achieve result. Whatever is making me, oh God, to struggle before I achieve result, Lord, let that thing be broken over my life. In the mighty name of Jesus, I break away from you. In the name of Jesus, I break away from whatever is making me to struggle without result. I break away from you right now. In the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. Glory be unto your holy name. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Now, what is the implication at that same door? When you look at the story behind the door, it was where the goat was presented. And the moment it was presented, hands were laid upon the goat, several things were done, and the goat was sent away. You know, many a times we see ourselves in a particular problems. We don't know how the problem come about. We don't know how it came. And you have done a lot, you know, to abate the problem, to do something so that the problem can ease up. And rather the problem going, it becomes difficult. When a problem becomes difficult, there's more to it. When problem refuse to go, because it is a difficult problem, there's more to it. When you are prayed, you have done all that you think you can do within your reach and capacity, the problem still remains. It is not ordinary. I am talking about difficult problems that refuse to go. You see, when a problem has taken larger part of your life, they are taking better part of your life, the problem is as old as your head, there's more to it. Say, my Father, every problem that is attached to my name, Every problem that is attached to my surname, today, let your fire consume them. In the name of Jesus, let your fire destroy such problem over my life. In the mighty name of Jesus, every problem that refused to go, every problem that has become difficult, every problem that deferred prayers in my life, Jehovah, let the problem be detached from my life. In the name of Jesus, is somebody talking to Jesus? Let the problem give way now. In the name of Jesus, mighty Father, every problem that has emancipated from a particular door, from the camp of the enemy that has refused to go, today, let there be separation. Let there be separation between me and that problem. In the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, let there be the separation today. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. In Jesus' name we pray. I am talking about the door that ushers in these problems, these difficulties. Say, my Father, every door that has been opened, that has opened problems into my life, every door that has opened problems into my family, by your fire, let that door be closed now. Let it be shut now. Somebody is not praying this prayer. Which door opened that problem? Which door that the problem came into? Every door that has opened problems into my life, every problem that has changed my situation to unpleasant situation, by fire and thunder, let the door be shut right now. In the name of Jesus, Lord of hosts, King of glory, Jehovah, let that door that opens problems into my life, difficult problem that refuse to go, let that door be closed. Let that door be shut. In the mighty name of Jesus, every problem, every door that has opened doors of problems into my family, let it be shut right now. Let it be closed permanently by fire. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Some of us, because of door problem that opens to them, they are losing hope already in God. They are losing hope. Even their area of strength have become the area of weakness for them. The things they are good in doing, they could not do it again. Say, my Father, by the reason of this meeting today, renew my strength, restore my hope, restore my courage, restore my confidence. In the name of Jesus, is somebody talking to Jesus? By the reason of this meeting, Jehovah, restore my hope, restore my courage, restore my confidence. In the mighty name of Jesus, Jehovah, restore. Let there be restore. Let there be restoration. Let there be restoration. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Lord, let there be restoration. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. We give you all the glory. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Brethren, there are several things that could make problems to be difficult. Several things. I'll just look at one or two. Then we'll pray. If what you are going through as a problem that door has opened onto is under a covenant, it will be hard unless the covenant is broken. Say, my Father, in the name of Jesus, every covenant that is behind what I am passing through, in the name of Jesus, by the power in the blood of Jesus, let that covenant be broken now. Let it 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 be broken now. In the name of Jesus, every covenant backing my situation, backing my problems, backing what I am going through now, Almighty God, let the covenant be broken by the power in the blood of Jesus. Let that covenant be broken. Every covenant behind my situation, behind my circumstances, behind difficult problems in my life. Rabo Shikaya Baba. Rekeke Ribo Koko Sokoro Boko Shikitandaya. Yes, let that covenant be broken right here, right now. By the power in the blood of Jesus, let it be broken. 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 Thank you, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. One of the things that can cause a problem to be difficult, to be difficult and refuse to go, it is when that power, that problem is under what is called a revenge mission. A revenge mission. Just like Pastor said, what you did not bargain for, you are paying for it. That goat did not bargain for it. When that situation, a revenge mission is backing your problem, it will be so difficult. What you did not bargain for, they want to take revenge of what your parents have done to them. A revenge mission. A revenge mission. Which problem, which revenge mission is backing your problem? Say, my Father. Say, my Father, my Father. Every revenge mission that has been put together, unknown to me, behind my situation, behind my problem, let your mercy turn it over. Let your mercy revenge. Let your mercy take away that revenge mission. It is only the mercy of God that can do it. Those people who have said they will not agree. It is your parents that offend them. It is you they want to take the revenge from. Do you know the reason why they called the John the Baptist heir? It's because he opposed that king. He opposed that king that you cannot take the wife of your brother. And because of that revenge mission, he saw the avenue, the loophole to destroy John the Baptist, and his head was cut off. Who is on the revenge mission over your life? Who say he will not agree? Who is that man or that woman on a revenge mission behind your problem? Any man, any woman behind my problem that is on a revenge mission over my situation, Jehovah, let your mercy silence them. Let your mercy turn the table around. In the name of Jesus, let your mercy do it, oh God. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, my Father and my God. We give you all the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Let me give you one more point or two before we round up. When there is a hoax, what is different from covenant, but they are similar. When there is a hole behind your problems, I tell you what, those ones, they will refuse to give up until they fulfill their evil desires. The Bible says concerning Apostle Paul, some people came together. The Bible said there were about 40 of them. They went into an oath. They went into agreement that they would neither eat nor drink until they killed Saul. They are the one they call stubborn pursuer of destiny. Àwọn alẹ́nimádẹ́yìn gbogbo ẹ tó ti wọ májẹ̀mú àti ìmùlẹ̀ láti bá ẹ kanlẹ̀ lónìí Olúwa dojú tì wọ́n. Say, my Father, anyone that has entered into a oath and agreement behind my problem, Lord, scatter them by your fire. Jehovah, scatter them by your fire. Whosoever have bind themselves together with an oath, an evil agreement over my life, over my situation, Jehovah, scatter them. King of glory, scatter them. Almighty God, scatter them. King of kings, scatter them. By the greatness of your power, Jehovah, by all that makes you the Almighty God, scatter them. Everyone that has bind themselves with an oath, an evil agreement over my situation, over my problem, Father, silence them, scatter them, silence them, scatter them. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. We give you all the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Finally, on this note, this section, when a problem is set out to disgrace you, is one of the essence of that difficulty, problem that's so difficult, is to disgrace a person. When the problem is out to disgrace you, it will make sure that it succeeds over you. Say, my Father, every problem that is out to disgrace me, every problem that is out to reproach me and destabilize me in life, Father, let it go back to sender. Let the owner of evil load carry their load. Every problem set out to disgrace me, let them carry their load. Every problem set out to destabilize me, to mesmerize me, Jehovah, in the name of Jesus, let the evil load, owner of evil load, carry their load. Let them carry their load. Let them carry their load. It is not you. You did not bargain for it. You did not buy it. You will not pay for it. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Please anoint yourself as I pray for you now. Eternal Father, great and mighty King, the one that nothing is too hard for. He said, is there anything too hard for the Lord? I pray today that in the life of your children, you put an end to every door of affliction, every door of reproach, every door of disgrace, to change their destiny around in the name of Jesus. Father, if their amen can be louder, let the door of next level be open unto these ones. The door of joy, the door of marriage, the door of celebration, the door of naming ceremony, the door of abundance. Let it be open unto you in the name of Jesus. Thank you, my Father. We give you all the glory. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, sir.
We celebrate you, my pastor. God of heaven will renew your strength.
Amen.
In life and destiny, you will not be stranded.
Amen.
The one who had raised you up will surely sustain you.
Amen.
Join my faith with your faith, that not too long from now, we shall see in Toronto, in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
So shall. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We really appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
But before we go, I want Pastor Tinuge to read for us Genesis 49. Read for me 23 to 26. Genesis 49. 23. God bless you, man.
Genesis 49:23 says, the archers have sorely grieved him and shot at him and hated him, but his bow above in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From hence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. 25, even by the God of thy fathers, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, who shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the beast of the womb. Sorry, to 26. The blessings of thy father have prevailed above the blessings of thy progenitors, unto the utmost bounds of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the heads of Joseph, on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren.
Thank you, ma. There is somebody under the sound of my voice. Every demonic arrow shot at you will backfire. By the reason of the anointing that we have anointed ourselves with today, and with the prayer of our pastor, somebody is shouting amen. It does not matter the power of that arrow. I hear that word, that arrow is what is delaying this sister or your daughter. If you can type amen and shout amen, I command that arrow to backfire in the name of Jesus. Hear this, hear this. There are 7 arrows that were shot at Joseph. I can't give you the 7. I'll give you 2 now. I'll give you 2 when we come during the vigil. But the owner of this prayer is not here. Nania Pata. If you know you are here and you are the owner, please pray it with every strength you have. Number one arrow fired at the destiny of a man called Joseph is what I call the arrow of what now? Of foundational inheritance or foundational battle, or call it inherited battle. You remember that Joseph was supposed to be number one, but he became number 11. He was supposed to be the firstborn of Jacob, but he became the 11th son of Jacob. So he inherited that from his mother. His mother was supposed to be the only wife of Jacob. And one way or the other, by the power in that family, they changed what's supposed to be Rachel's portion to her sister. Please, if I see this fellow that can type amen. Every inherited battle, what your mother went through, what your father went through, every arrow of inherited battle in your life, Lord, if you hear the amen of this fellow, I command it to backfire. What happened to Rachel, the mother of Joseph, happened to Joseph. I decree and agree. Gbogbo ọfà ogun tí ẹ jogún nídìílé bàbá àti ìyá, ẹ wo ẹni tó ṣe àmì ìpínlẹ̀ kó báná jáde lára yín. I speak with the power that made God the Almighty. The battle of every inherited battle, every arrow of inherited battle that makes you to be behind when you are supposed to be at the forefront. The inherited battle that relocated you from number one to number last. If you can type amen, and this pastor will shout amen in agreement with us, in the name that is above every other name, that arrow jump out of your life. That arrow jump out of your life. That arrow jump out of your life. Oh, lift up your voice and pray. Just to pray. Shout and cry to God, Lord, every arrow of inherited battle operating in my life, what are you waiting for? Jump out of my life. That scripture that Pastor Tinuke read says, the Asher, they sorely grieved at him and they shot at him. They shot 7 arrows. The first one is inherited battle. I command this fellow, share me. The battle you know nothing about. That turn you to a scapegoat. I command that battle to jump out of your life. 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 In the name of Jesus. By the reason of the oil on your head today, I command that battle to jump out. In the name of Jesus. Mezotoka paliadosh limbrokotodalia. Number 2, arrow, which is going to be we prayed that prayer yesterday. As I was praying the prayer, God opened my eyes to this. Number 2 arrow that was shot into the life of Joseph. It was the arrow of nakedness. You remember in Genesis chapter 37, when just read from verse 15 to 20. Bible recorded that they stripped him, they naked him. Every arrow of nakedness shot into your life. Arrow that want to take your children off you. Arrow that want to take your spouse off you. Arrow that want to turn you to a lone ranger. Arrow that want to make you to chase away your friends from you. Yes, Ayapakulia, I pray for you today. Let that arrow jump out of your life. Let that arrow jump out of your life. Let that arrow jump out of your life. Arrow of nakedness. Power that had been assigned to naked you. power that had been assigned to take away your children from you, a power that want to chase away your helper from you. If your amen can agree with me, I command that power, that baruskotodolia, to be destroyed in your life in the name of Jesus. Mercy will speak for you. The hand of God will pluck out that arrow, remove that arrow. In the name of Jesus, I pray the arrow of inherited battle, the arrow of nakedness, wherever, Lord, you'll see somebody that can tie 3 amen. Lord, let that arrow jump out of their life and backfire. Let that arrow go back to where they came from. In the name of Jesus, every action assigned to terminate your life, Jehovah will terminate them. In the name of Jesus, Lord, we pray for your son that you use for us today. Inana manoka polia bashanda. Virtue that went out of him, Father, replenish. Lord, incube him the more, empowered him the more, announce him to the world. In the name of Jesus, he will not be stranded, he will not be relegated, he will not be frustrated. More of God in your life, and all of you that join us this afternoon, my Father will give you testimony. Your testimony will shake the world. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, I will show you 2 more of this arrow when we meet in the evening. And I pray that my Father in heaven will hear your prayer, answer your prayer over your life, over your family, and over your children. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jehovah. Blessed be to your name, Lord, for prayer with thanksgiving in Jesus' name. Our pastor will still be here, and he requested us to bring oil to this prayer meeting, and you can see how it run during this meeting. So please get your oil ready this evening, and the Almighty God will direct him the way we should go. In the name of Jesus, I pray that not too long from now, our testimony will shake the world. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Shall we please share the grace in unison? May the
The
grace of
grace
our
of
Lord Jesus
our Lord
Christ,
Jesus Christ,
the love of
the
God,
love of God,
And the sweet
and
fellowship
the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with
with us
us
now
now
and
and
forever.
forevermore. Amen.
Amen. Surely,
Surely,
goodness and
and mercy shall
mercy
follow me
all the
all
days
the
of
of
our
days
life,
of
life.
my
I
life.
will
I
dwelling in the house of
shall
the
go
Lord
in the
and
house of the
will
Lord
ever and
ever
ever.
forever and ever.
and let somebody
Amen.
praise the name of the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Pastor Dari, God bless you, sir. We
Thank you,
celebrate you.
Daddy. Thank you, sir.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Pastor
sir.
Stan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ìgbàgbọ́ yín bóyá tí ìgbàgbọ́ ń bọ̀, bóyá kẹ́ bá a sọ fún báyìí pé ìgbàgbọ́ bá dé bí láṣẹ máa rescue lọ.